Welcome to this section on American Curriculum. American Curriculum, or the Common Core State Standards Initiative, is popularly known as the Common Core. The Common Core is primarily a set of high-quality academic standards being brought into place for mathematics and English language arts. This offers more creative freedom to customize the curriculum as per the individual's requirement. In this curriculum, students can take up a gamut of co-curricular activities that build an all-round profile. The learning goals outline what a student should know and be able to do at the end of each grade. The standards set out by Common Core identify the knowledge and skills that students should gain throughout their K-12 education in order to be future ready. 41 of the 50 US states, the District of Columbia, 4 territories and the Department of Defense Education Activity have voluntarily adopted Common Core and are moving forward with it. The standards on which the Common Core is based on are research and evidence, clear, understandable and consistent concepts, direct alignment with college and career requirements, learning from the current state standards, and rigorous content and application of knowledge through higher order thinking skills. Importance of Common Core state standards. Common Core standards ensure that all students have the skills and knowledge necessary to succeed in college, career and life upon graduation from high school. Students are well prepared to collaborate and compete with their peers in the United States and abroad. Unlike previous state standards, which varied widely from state to state, the Common Core enables collaboration among states on a range of tools and policies, including development of textbooks, digital media and other teaching material, development and implementation of common comprehensive assessment systems that replace existing state testing systems, and development of tools and other support to help educators and schools learn the new standards. Development of the Common Core state standards. The development process included defining expectations of what every child should know and be able to do when they graduate from high school. This was followed by creating content standards for grade K-12 aligned with these expectations. States relied on work groups of educators, representatives of higher education, and other experts to write the standards with significant input from the public in 2009 and 2010. States then appointed a validation committee to review the final standards, which were published in June 2010 and available for each state to review, consider and adopt voluntarily. Evidence and research used to develop standards. The following criteria guided the content and skills included in the Common Core state standards: alignment with expectations for college and career success, consistency across all states, inclusion of content and the application of knowledge through higher order skills, improvement upon current state standards and standards of top performing nations, and evidence and research-based pedagogy. Please refer to the reading material for more information on the development of Common Core state standards. Involvement of teachers in the creation of standards. Teachers have been a critical voice in the development of the standards. The National Education Association, American Federation of Teachers, National Council of Teachers of Mathematics, and National Council of Teachers of English, among other organizations, were instrumental in bringing together teachers to provide specific constructive feedback on the standards. Common Core state standards for English language, arts and math. English language, arts and math were the subjects chosen for the Common Core state standards because they are the areas upon which students build skill sets that are used in other subjects. Students must learn to read, write, speak, listen, and use language effectively in a variety of content areas so that the standards specify the literacy skills and understanding required for college and career readiness in multiple disciplines. It is important to note that the literacy standards in history or social studies, science, and technical subjects for grade 6 to 12 are meant to supplement content standards in those areas and not replace them. States determine how to incorporate these into their standards and adopt them as content area literacy standards. The following are key shifts called English language arts by the Common Core. Regular practice with complex texts and their academic language, reading, writing, and speaking grounded in evidence from texts, both literary and informational, and building knowledge through content-rich nonfiction. The following are the key shifts called for mathematics by the Common Core. Greater focus on fewer topics. This means focusing deeply on the major work of each grade. The following table shows grade-wise concepts and skills. Refer to the reading material for more information on grade-wise concept and skills. Coherence, linking topics and thinking across grades. The standards are designed around coherent progressions from grade to grade. Learning is carefully connected across grades so that students can build new understanding onto foundations built in previous years. For example, in the 4th grade, students must apply and extend previous understandings of multiplication to multiply a fraction by a whole number. This extends to 5th grade when students are expected to build on that skill to apply and extend previous understandings of multiplication to multiply a fraction or whole number by a fraction. Each standard is not a new event, but an extension of previous learning. Rigor. Pursue conceptual understanding, procedural skills, and fluency and application with equal intensity. Rigor refers to deep, authentic command of mathematical concepts, not making math harder or introducing topics at earlier grades. To help students meet the standards, educators will need to pursue with equal intensity 3 aspects of rigor in the major work of each grade: conceptual understanding, procedural skills and fluency, and application. Have you been hearing some myths about the Common Core state standards from your peers or relatives? Well, let's demystify some of them and clear the air for you. Here are the most burning statements from parents and students. First, myth. The Common Core state standards are not internationally benchmarked. The reality, standards from top performing countries played a significant role in the development of the math, English language arts standards. Second myth, these standards amount to a national curriculum for our schools. The reality, the Common Core is not a curriculum. It is a clear set of shared goals and expectations of what knowledge and skills will help our students succeed. Local teachers, principals, superintendents, and others will decide how the standards are to be met. Teachers will continue to devise lesson plans and tailor instructions to the individual needs of the students in their classroom. The third myth. The standards only include skills and do not address the importance of content knowledge. The reality, the standards give equal importance to both content and skills. The English language arts standards require certain critical content for all students, including classic myths and stories from around the world, America's founding documents, foundational American literature, and Shakespeare. Apparently, the remaining crucial decisions about what content should be taught are made at the state and local levels. In addition to content coverage, the standards require that students systematically acquire knowledge in literature and other disciplines through reading, writing, speaking, and listening. The mathematics standards lay a solid foundation in whole numbers, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, fractions, and decimals. Taken together, these elements support a student's ability to learn and apply more demanding math concepts and procedures. The fourth myth: the standards will be implemented through No Child Left Behind, signifying that the federal government will be leading them. The reality: the Common Core is a state-led effort that is not part of No Child Left Behind or any other federal initiative. The federal government played no role in the development of the Common Core. State adoption of the standards is in no way mandatory. States began the work to create clear, consistent standards before the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act, which provided funding for the Race to the Top grant program. It also began before the Elementary and Secondary Education Act blueprint was released, because this work is being driven by the states, not the federal government. Now, here are the plans to develop common standards in other areas in the future. Let's take a look. CCSSO and NGA are not the leading development of standards in other academic content areas. Below is information on efforts of other organizations to develop standards in other academic subjects. Science. States have developed next generation science standards in a process managed by Achieve with the help of the National Research Council, the National Science Teachers Association, and the American Association for the Advancement of Science. World languages. The American Council on the Teaching of Foreign Languages published an alignment of the national standards for learning languages with the ELA Common Core state standards. Arts. The National Coalition for Core Arts Standards is leading the revision of the National Standards for Arts Education. How do the Common Core state standards impact teachers? Apart from students and parents, the standards also impact teachers by providing them with consistent goals and benchmarks to ensure students progress on a path of success in college, career, and life, providing them with consistent expectations for students who move into their districts and classrooms from other states, providing them the opportunity to collaborate with teachers across the country as they develop curricular materials and assessments linked to high-quality standards. And lastly, helping colleges and professional development programs better prepare teachers. Finally, we shall see the two versions of Common Core State Standards, AERO and MSA CESS. AERO. The AERO, also known as the American Education Reaches Out, is an initiative that has been developed to assist overseas American schools to develop standards in English, math, social science, and science. AERO provides a framework for curriculum consistency in schools across the globe to have a uniform instructional program. MSA CESS, the Middle States Association, Commissions on Elementary and Secondary Schools, is an accreditation body that awards accreditation to American and international style schools. These are attended by members of the US Foreign Service and US citizens working for non-governmental agencies and MNCs. The MSA CESS has over 2,700 members spread across 100 countries with a legacy of over 130 years. The Commissions on Elementary and Secondary Schools, building on the rich history of the Middle States Association, aspire to improve the quality of education in the United States and around the world. They assist schools and help them achieve excellence through the process of accreditation by affirming to the public a member school's trustworthiness and commitment to continuous improvement. That's all about the American curriculum. Please refer to the reading material for more information and interesting graphs. See you in the next section.